please welcome my dear, dear friend, Jenna Turner, founder, realty leader, and innovator.
Hey, we weren't supposed to announce that I won that until Tuesday.
Sorry.
That was a secret.
Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anyone. This won't be on the internet, right?
No.
Good, good.
After Tuesday.
For sure, for sure. Do they take it back if I announce it too early? That was like me telling you as a friend. Not as like right here. Those three people up here are actually totally the reason I'm in this room, because I went to a dinner about 2.5 years ago. 2 years ago? I was at an EXP event. Honestly, I just like to chill with you guys and hang out with everybody, grab a drink in the hotel lobby. Most of you think that I live in Orlando. I live in Houston with my 2 little boys. But Gil, Carlos, and Veronica and their families were all, the Sotos, they were there that night. And I could not understand why all these competitors were hugging each other, kissing each other on the cheek. And I was like, I don't know, Gil, he seems charming, but I don't know that I would trust him, Veronica. And she's like, no, we work together. We used to not work together. And I was like, I don't know about that Gil guy. Soto's sweet, really sweet. Carlos, okay. Gil, not so much. Just kidding, Gil. I've learned to love Gil now, too. But mostly because of Lorena. So that night, I told Veronica something. I said, I'll get there eventually. You see, I had met Veronica in a bar 2 years before that, and I thought she was a homeless lady. She was literally wearing a t-shirt that I swear looked like she had donated blood. And they gave her this t-shirt. And people were standing in line behind her, and they were like, oh, that's the queen of real estate. And I said, that little homeless chicken nugget right there? She looks real fancy up here today, but so Veronica had just convinced me to open up my own independent brokerage. Literally, hotel lobby, 3 a.m., grabbed a napkin. She used to work, she was still working at that other company. And she said, you gotta do something, you gotta open your own brokerage. And then she called me a few months later and she's like, I gotta tell you about this EX. And I was like, lady, I already opened up my own brokerage. So give me a second, I gotta pay off this debt first. And I've been telling this crew, I'll get there eventually. And that's been the plan for a minute. We're gonna skip video because I'm first. I'm the newest person at this alliance. I thought they were just hazing me, but their own videos got messed up. So we're gonna skip the video just in case. So I've been at EXP for less than 4 months. I told my brokerage that had 28 people at the time that we were going, and everybody came. And so we've been doing that for 4 months, and it's been really good. I actually was telling someone this week at shareholders, they asked me about moving a brokerage of our size over and how easy or difficult it's been. And it's actually been, oh, I keep accidentally touching things, sorry. So it's actually been super easy. I was telling an individual agent at shareholders, I was like, it's so easy. There are people that call me every Monday to ask me if I'm okay. And then I was like, wait a second, that may be because I'm a mega icon team and that may not be the service offered to everyone. But some individuals in that group said they're in Texas and that's the same treatment that they've got too from our company. So we've moved over, we're doing some big things. I stopped selling houses in the last year, which has been super exciting. I actually cry if anybody makes me in my office talk to consumers about selling houses now. Because I'm like, I actually just get paid to hang out with my friends in Florida at conferences or Cabo. That's all I really want to do now. So it's been so good doing this week. I brought my 2 top producers, and there was a point in the conference this week where I said, I had tears coming down my cheeks, I had goosebumps, and I said, I am so glad I don't own my own brokerage anymore. I'm so glad to be in this room. We're doing a really good job. We start rolling out some really big names in Houston real estate this week. We're taking some of the biggest growers at some really fancy brokerages, and they start announcing to come over and join us. And part of what we've done is modeled after Veronica's work, which is having the support for our partners. We have a full-time person who's just in charge of onboarding partners with brokerages and teams. That's my goal of attracting agents. We're doing their marketing for them. We're doing their onboarding for them. We're really providing this extra level of care behind what eXp is already offering for these teams. And because of that, and because they have someone local to reach out to, we're getting the big ones. So we're really excited about that. I think what I've realized is that when I did it, the calls started coming in and the messages started coming in from people I never thought liked me. They always wanted to work with me. They didn't want to work for me. And so those attraction opportunities, I think, is what's most important for you guys to understand, is that there are people that are your competitors that you don't realize should be your business partners. And you need to start having those conversations and showing them what a future at eXp could look like. Let's see what else there is. Oh, look how cute we are. We're actually all models. I only hire pretty people. So there's a few things that I've done. I think you guys have heard of this title group. I actually bought the first franchise. Just another excuse to come to Orlando whenever I want. So I just opened up our title franchise. We're in mortgage and insurance. I'm coaching for John 𝗚𝗵𝗺, if you guys have heard of that guy. He's scary. He made me lose 80 pounds in the last year and a half. And I walked away from my $50 million a year business, personal business. My team does about another $150 million. But how crazy is it that I walked away from a $50 million per year business? And I was able to say, like, no, we're just done with that. We're going to earn money other ways now. Part of our agent attraction, like I mentioned, we're just inviting them to be an extension of our team. We're doing that work anyways for our team members, so we're just sharing it with everybody. There's no secrets for us to keep secret just for my group. We're also #1 in our market for Google Local Services, which provides a lot of opportunity for us. And that's how you find me. So thank you so much for having me. Thank you guys for hazing me, whoever put me first. I'll see you later. Thank you guys so much for having me.